tragic news from Fort Hood has captured all of our attention, and the fact that the sole suspect is Islamic faith raises questions in many minds. Karen Dabdoub is the executive director of the Cincinnati chapter of the Council on America-Islamic Relations, or CAIR, Ohio. And Karen, we thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
You know that so many people in America, lots of people feel that if you are of Islamic faith, if you are a Muslim, you must be a terrorist. You must want the downfall of America.
Unfortunately, yeah, there are a lot of people who think that way.
And so I'll ask you straight up, is it true? How much of it's true?
Absolutely not. You know, there are, by different estimates, somewhere around 6 to 8 million Muslims in this country. If all of them were terrorists, we would certainly know. America is my country. You know, I was born and raised here. This is the land that I love. And I would never want to do anything to hurt my country.
In fact, when you have situations like this in Fort Hood, and you heard his name, when you heard his name, did you just
cringe? Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
Tell people why.
Because these kinds of things have happened before, where there have been incidents that have, been, the perpetrator's been a Muslim, and immediately the focus comes on the entire faith community. Instead of on the individual, or instead of just on the individual and his or her actions, the focus comes on the rest of the community.
And it's not fair, because there are fringe elements, and there are people who are mentally ill.
Absolutely.
In every aspect.
And there are criminals in every community.
Of course.
You know, this is a criminal action. It will be criminally prosecuted, and, if it's found that he's guilty, which it looks like that's the case, then he needs to be punished, just like anybody who commits a crime against other people. So,
in fact, obviously you'll let me know if I'm wrong, Muslim faith is a very peace-loving faith, is it not?
Absolutely. You know, the Quran says that if you take the life of one innocent person, it's as if you kill all of humanity. That's how serious it is.
So what happens at the, and by the way, there's not just one mosque in Cincinnati. We kind of tend to talk about the one way up on 75.
Right.
There are more than that. There are 9.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Most of them are very small, for small segments of the community, and you probably wouldn't notice them driving around. The one in Westchester, of course, is very visible.
Okay. And people should know there are 30,000 Muslims in Cincinnati. We've never had issues.
Yeah. No.
Are you getting backlash, though? Do you get backlash from...
So far, what we've heard from the president and even from members of the higher rank in the military is, urging everyone to remain calm, and that's pretty much been what we've seen. We've seen some nasty phone calls and emails, but we haven't seen any violence, and we're very thankful. And I'm
totally out of time, but if you could say one thing to the folks watching right now, what would it be?
If you want to learn about Islam and Muslims, go and talk to a Muslim. Meet one in person and find out what they're like. They're nice people.
Okay. Karen, thanks so much for popping by. We'll have you back again some other time and talk a little more. I think it's good to get this stuff out there for folks.
Thank you very much.
All right, country music.